reporter. My name is Tommy. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2024. And I'm here in Omaha, Nebraska at the Henry Doorly Zoo. I went here once before when I was around 7 years old, but that was around 25 plus years ago. So I don't know if I will experience any nostalgia or not. The zoo is not quite open, just waiting for them to open the gates. It's just turned 9 a.m. Actually, it looks like people are going in through there through the guest services spot. So I will be going in just one moment. So just a rainy day of looking at animals. I got an umbrella, got a rain jacket, got waterproof sandals, so it shouldn't be too bad. Many of the exhibits here are indoors as well, so it shouldn't hinder my enjoyment too much, but we shall see. All right, let's go. All right, now they're letting people in through the main gate. Okay, here's a general overview. Entered in right down here. I got 3 large indoor habitats to start the day. It's generally one of the best rated zoos in the country. Usually only San Diego Zoo tops this, so I do expect this to be the best zoo I've ever been to. Currently that's a Cincinnati Zoo, so that will be the bar it has to clear. Over there is the entrance. This will be the first stop of the day. Should be lots of insect type creatures. Here he is. Basically, it looks exactly like a snake with legs. Its head looks very snake-like. Kind of a creepy looking creature. These ones are pretty entertaining. They skim around pretty quick. And their fins kind of look like little arms. It's a really cool little exhibit. It looks like there would be birds up there, but I can't see or hear any, so maybe not at the moment. This covers the majority of the animals you'll see in this little exhibit. See some fish right here. I think this one would be interesting to see, but can't see it anywhere. Kind of a normal thing with the zoo. There's always an animal that's not in its exhibit, or you can't spot it easily. And then over here you got turtles. Very swampy looking over there. More here. And you got one underwater. A bunch of minnows surrounding it too. Spotted turtle. And then we are back to the 4-eyed fish. So basically, you got like 4 spots to hold different creatures here. Off to the side here, they got some skeleton comparisons. It's bonobo next to a human. You really see how much longer the arms are. But then the orangutan is even longer arms. And the gibbon over there. Chimpanzee on the right. Western lowland gorilla on the left. It's so crazy how the gorillas and the chimpanzees, to a lesser degree, how their forearms are curved like that. It's just wild to see all the similarities and differences in their skeletons. So this is a different type of skink. Instead of looking like a snake with legs, it looks like a mini alligator. And his face looks all like painted. This is super cool. Oh hey, a cockroach from Central America. I want to say I saw one of these inside my cocoa pod in Central America that I stayed in Costa Rica, hanging on the rafter. Saw a lot of crazy bugs out there. So not much to this first building. Kind of see a general overview right here. Now I'm gonna exit. Our next indoor location looks pretty vast in here. This is very cool. Is there a layer up there? Level, I should say. Various little trails. Definitely feels jungly in here. I love when they have birds just kind of on the loose inside of certain exhibits. You kind of see this guy back there. Walks around sort of like a chicken. But it's very colorful. Very pretty looking waterfall over here. Just crazy all the landscape work around here. Kind of looks like that's a walkway behind the waterfall too. There is no pygmy hippo in this specific enclosure, but apparently there's an alternative location. Kind of looks like the bird I saw earlier, but this one's a little larger, a little more colorful. Oh, there's another one too. That one's got an even longer looking mane or whatever. Yeah, these are like twice as big. Oh geez, there's a much bigger bird over there. That one just landed. I love when birds are out in the open like this. There's no real dividers between them and us, so just not much of a barrier, I would say. A ton of fish. I really like these tunnels. Okay, this is a little freaky. Look at all these bats. Just out in the open. Just flying here and there. Ugh. Well, can't really see any sort of crocodile down here, but just a bunch of fish. I do get a little bit of nostalgia looking at this exhibit though. I feel like I remember being 7 and being about the height that I'm crouching down now too. I think this looked much more vast than it actually was. Well, it was to me back then because I was much smaller and younger, but I don't think I made this entire pier, but it is dirt paths all throughout. Definitely kind of contributes to the jungle vibe. Just see them. Hopefully they're gonna start swimming. Otters are one of my absolute favorite animals to watch swim. Yeah, they're not gonna swim. They just went back further deep into dry land. Barely see them now. Looks like they're just laying down. Okay, so those otters were the last exhibit of this lower level. All right, now we're doing the top level. Not seeing any animals down here. Okay, right here I'm getting some good views. Right there you can see a little porcupine. Just chilling. Look, he's gnawing at something at the base of that tree. Then, yeah, monkeys. Or maybe technically a different label applies, but I don't know. I don't know the difference between monkeys and lemurs and various types of apes. And I'll see down there quite a few very, very large fish swimming around. It's the backside of water. It's a nice, cool little bridge. So I just filmed the front side of water now. See this little peninsula with the porcupine on it? Nice little touch. Another viewing angle of the same spot. Just really connecting with me. And right here are those bats from earlier, but from a different angle. There's a tapir right there, and I guess these are called langurs, if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, I like this one. I don't know if the nose is quite capturing it, but that nose moves so much.
I know, I wanted to see the shrew. Oh. See it? Look at it. It's got a big long nose too, yeah.
Okay, right here is where you can see the pygmy hippo. Right down there. Chilling in that small little waterfall.
Oh, there's the hippo. You see it? The hippo.
Just went a little bit more underneath. It's a very small hippo. A couple of really cool looking birds walking around up here too. And I think this is a really big waterfall I looked at earlier. I guess this waterfall has a name. It's a very cool little viewing spot. You can really get a feel for the vastness of this space from here. Kind of cool, they cover up two big support posts as trees or stone cliffs, or seems like the left one's a cliff and the right one's tree design. And that's the end of this building. And now that I've exited the building, the rain's not really coming down so bad right now. Next up is the aquarium. Quite the grand entrance. I guess they have a touch pool here. I didn't realize that. Yeah, just a little one. Yeah, puffin. Very entertaining little water bird. Kind of penguin-like. Oh yeah. Everybody loves penguins. They're just swimming all over.
On this side. On this side.
It looks so alien.
Giant.
That is bizarre. They're very upside down.
Okay, keep walking. The next ones are called West African sealion. Not just pushing in front of friends, please. This is their life cycle, kind of like a plant life cycle.
It's a big octopus. Look at it.
And that's the end of the aquarium. They also have a little dining location right here. I didn't realize that as I walked in. Rain is still coming down, but it's very light. The park also has a sky ride. Tell by the sign, closed due to weather. I don't know if it'll open today or tomorrow, because I'm here both days making 2 separate videos of the zoo, if I haven't mentioned that already. But tomorrow the weather is supposed to look worse, so if this thing doesn't open today, then I think it won't on my trip. But they're at least running it right now, so maybe they're just testing it. See rhinos off in the distance. Hopefully I can get a closer viewing angle. Yeah, this is quite the viewing spot. But I'm not seeing many animals out. I can see ostriches over there. There's a sign for giraffes, but I don't see giraffes and I don't see a lesser kudu. Obviously got the rhinos still over there. Then you got the train tracks coming through here. I'll be trying to do the train ride at some point on my 2-day visit. And also there's supposed to be impalas out here, but nope. Meerkats are some of the best. Never heard of this one before. Clip springer. It looks like a type of goat. One horn is much longer than the other. You got 2 more right here. Looks like an awkward spot for them to climb to, but get a much better view of the ostrich from over here. This truly is an incredible looking enclosure viewing area. I just wish more animals were out, but you know, weather certainly isn't ideal. I can understand it. I keep getting closer to the ostrich, and that is 100% the train running right there. You can just barely see it on screen behind the ostrich. Wow, you get some great views of giraffes right here. So close. place has a lot of giraffes. Jeez. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 is outside, maybe 9. Beautiful. I found the lesser kudu. Sneaking off camera though. I mean, every viewing angle you get of this enclosure honestly looks a little bit better than the last. So I guess this is that little tram. I don't know if you can just ride this around or how that works. That is a lot of elephants of varying sizes. Looks like a nice little family. The elephants and giraffes are just both so incredible. So big. I'm gonna follow the elephant family to their indoors habitat. This building's very big. Yeah, so they're very, very young. Then here is some of the adults. Yeah, one more viewing angle. Still gets more impressive each time. Just stopping for a little food right here. We just got a little order kiosk. Then you pick it up to the right here. I'm doing the beef fry sandwich and the sambusa. Here's the beef fry sandwich. Doesn't look like there's too much to it. Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of wish I had more meat and more sauce, but what's there is still pretty good. And here's the sambusa with peri-peri sauce. It's very, very good. Got a nice kick to it. So does the peri-peri sauce. Just waiting here for the train. Just bought tickets. $7 per person for a round trip ticket. Seated.
Please keep all arms and legs inside the train and remain seated while the train is in motion. For fire safety reasons, There is no smoking or vaping on the train, as smoking is not permitted in the zoo. To your left is our home of the white rhinos. White rhinos are the second largest land mammal in the world, weighing 2 to 3 tons at maturity. Their name does not refer to their color, but it means that they have wide or squared lips. Sloth is a Madagascar animal outside of Madagascar. Aviaries, named for the Omaha Foundation chairman and former zoo director of over 50 years. It is a beautiful 1.3-acre space for a walk with the birds and bird watching, including an area just for flamingos. Did you know flamingo is Latin for flame? Flamingos are not born pink, but it's born in off-white colors, which serves as the host side of the crustaceans. The building is closed to the public, but as the train goes around the bend, if you look around your left shoulder, you get a pretty good look at what's inside. Pick him up at night, which houses one of the 7 white alligators in the world.
You could live this close to a zoo. Interesting.
And to the right are our stable antelope. We will be making a quick stop here for the train to release some steam. So if you want to see, you want to discuss some steam, you can look to your left, and if not, you can look to our right to see our stable antelope named Mocha and Java. Some of our African lions, which I'm pretty sure the pride is made out of a family unit of 2 brothers, their sister, aunt, and their mother.
Up close with some goats. It's a little petting zoo.
Little black rocks. They're not rocks. They're
Walk up to him and pet him. Got brushes for him. Very nice looking bridge. Probably the biggest koi I've ever seen. There doesn't appear to be any type of monkey or ape creature on this island at the moment, though. Just walked a lap around this lion enclosure and I could not spot a single one. Okay, I spotted a lion. Just sleeping. I like that as a little photo op. Got like seating over here. It's extremely impressive enclosure. Look at that lion just from its nap. It's a very big aviary. Kind of the issue with any aviary though, bird poop everywhere. To be fair, any animal enclosure. But this is one you kind of walk through. These birds definitely do have some space to get moving inside of here. It's a very impressive aviary. All exhibits here are pretty impressive. Lots of nocturnal animals here. Just see this gecko.
They're called aviaries, that's the sound they eye. They're one of the most endangered animals.
This is an eye.
I'm going to bring out these aviaries too. So, obviously they're a very highly nocturnal animal. And so it takes a few minutes for you to see them. For years, this
You can just see him up there. Gray mouse lemur. Kind of looks like a mouse, but it's a lemur. Now just outside the Madagascar exhibit, you keep a fossa, the lone outdoor animal, but I can't spot it. I've always wanted to see a fossa in person before, because they're pretty interesting looking animals. Maybe it's kind of buried in the vegetation. Yeah, good to see more lemurs. That one's sitting like a human. Looks very relaxed. You can just barely spot the red panda right inside that little structure, just probably sleeping. They're always very hard animals to spot. The red panda's right behind the rock in the Asian Highlands section. We just skipped this. It's right next to the aviary, but we just missed it. So there's a bunch of animals back here too. You can see him slightly better from behind over here, but he's not moving much, if at all. This whole section is very pretty. I like how they designed it. Especially with the bridge right there that I went over on the train earlier. You get to walk under it. They really go all out on the landscaping here. Just hoping the sloth bear will pop out again. It's popped out very briefly twice. This is what it looks like. There it is.
He said, I know it's training time. I saw them. He's like a dog. Got excited.
Well, he came running out of that.
So without further ado, Bodo again is a sloth bear. We know of 8 different species of bears the world over. Sloth bears, hence the fact that we're in Asian highlands, are found in Asia. They're specifically found in southern Nepal, down into India, and Sri Lanka, that small island on the southern tip of India. So they can be found all the way down there. So they have a pretty big range in southern Asia. So we train Bodo every day using a method of training called positive reinforcement. Now, how positive reinforcement works is positive reinforcement has 3 main parts. So the first part of positive reinforcement is going to be the cue. That's going to be something that the trainer does that shows the animal what the trainer wants them to do.
This place reminds me of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Did you guys bring
Just so much theming here. Oh, you can just see the tiger over here, napping. Now this animal you can see, called Goral. They look kind of cattle-like. Here's a little bit better look at them. I assume they just love to graze. I was about to say no rhinos, but there's the rhino. Just chilling in that mud puddle. A little bit better angle of the rhino. And here are the deer. And that is the end of the Himalayan exhibit. Now we got an orangutan forest. It is just insane to think about how much effort this place clearly has put into the design of every exhibit. Everything's just so gorgeous. Now we're at the upper viewing area. More orangutans. See them from outside too. Down over there is where I just was. And now this is, I believe all we have left to do, the Desert Dome. Never mind, that one is exit only. Okay, now here is the entrance of the Desert Dome. dog. Looks like just a baby. Getting groomed by mom. This mound is pretty cool. Says it's supposed to kind of mimic the Namibia desert. Kind of reminds me of Roadrunner. That is just adorable. See the owls in the back. There's the peccaries. Not sure if I'm seeing an ocelot. But we have peccaries. Okay, now this is an actual roadrunner. I wonder if these are actually fast. Oh, and there's a little owl. Here. Take a look at the roadrunners. They look like they'd be quick, but they just don't really got the room to move. Just all of this looks so good. Got a little duck out in the open, minding its own business. And there's the bobcat. Looks like it's enjoying a nap. And that is it. And that is it for today. Leaving right at about 3 p.m. So that was about 6 hours spent at the zoo. Second longest day I've ever spent at a zoo. I'm not sure if I missed something or what, or if it's the fact that like a lot of animals were not in their enclosures today, like a higher than average amount I would say. But I moved through this much faster than I thought I would. I do have another day of coming back here, but weather's going to be worse tomorrow. I probably won't get here quite at opening, so probably going to be like 2-3 hours I'll be spending at the zoo tomorrow, maybe 4, something like that. I'm going to look into it and see if I missed anything. I did not experience a ton of childhood nostalgia. I mean, I was 7 years old and that was 25 plus years ago, so maybe the place has changed. Maybe I didn't remember much, but I have nostalgia from a Disney World trip. I went from I was 4, and then another one when I was 5. I have crazy amounts of nostalgia for, but I don't know, maybe zoos in a way are a bit more generic and not quite as distinct. But I don't know, I still really enjoyed it. I don't know if I would rank this ahead of Cincinnati Zoo, honestly, and that's my favorite zoo I've ever been to. I might actually have to put that one ahead of this one, unless I'm missing something. I mean, the weather does kind of damper the experience a bit, probably prevents a lot of animals from being in their exhibits as much as you would like them to be. So that factors into it as well, but I will be making another video tomorrow and coming back here, so hopefully I think a little bit better of it. But I mean, I still really like it. It's like the exhibits are just gorgeous here. Like clearly much more expensive exhibits, much more effort and thought put into them. It just, you know, the experience with the animals are what you really come here for. And I think I was just unfortunate today. And I think that's really just all it was. So hopefully I'll have better luck tomorrow, but at least not better weather luck. So we will see. All right, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.